Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. May 7th marks the 35th anniversary of Victoria Rowell's debut as Drusilla Barber on The Young and the Restless, and is the ideal date for the much-missed actress to make a surprise return to the soap. How? Simple. Reveal that Damien Kane's mysterious boss is less Aristotle Dumas than Ariane Dumas, and the gender flip has been just another level to the power player's charade. Imagine the shockwaves that would ripple through the audience if Damien finally ushered Lily Winters into a meeting with Dumas. The tycoon's chair swivels around, and Lily finds herself face to face with her mother. "You weren't expecting a woman, were you?" Drusilla asks. "I wasn't expecting," Lily replies. "Mom." In short order, viewers would learn that, following Drew's fatal tumble from a cliff in 2007, she drifted downriver, far downriver. When she was rescued, she had no idea who she was. But, being the born survivor that she is, she spent years rebuilding a life and reinventing herself, first as a small business owner, then as an extremely big business owner. Back in Genoa City, Drew would be faced with the daunting task of putting together the pieces of a past she doesn't remember. Her love for late husband Neil Winters, her tight bond with her children. We understand that a comeback for Rowell is the longest of long shots, given the actress, since settled lawsuit alleging that she wasn't considered for rehiring based on her advocacy on behalf of African Americans both on screen and behind the scenes. But she seems to still be willing to return. In fact, in 2020, she told Soaps.com that Drew never died. What happened to her was left nebulous and open-ended. We get it. It's far more likely that Dumas is going to turn out to be young and restless. New hire, Billy Flynn, who'll soon be off Days of Our Lives as Chad Demara. But you can't blame us for dreaming, can you? Mom, is that you? Young and restless, Lily and Devon may be in for the shock of their lives. The day began like any other in Genoa City. The Abbott estate gleamed in the morning sun. Chancellor Winters was already buzzing with activity, and the drama, both personal and professional, was in full swing. But none of that prepared Lily Winters or her brother Devon Hamilton for what was about to shake their world. It started with a letter. A simple, cream-colored envelope with elegant handwriting that bore no return address. It had been delivered to Lily's office that morning, resting quietly on top of the contracts she needed to review. She might have ignored it, another piece of fan mail or someone pitching a memoir. But something about the script froze her in place. She stared at it for a full minute before carefully slicing it open. Her hands trembled slightly as she unfolded the letter inside. The first line stole her breath. "My dearest Lily, I never meant to leave you. I never stopped loving you. Your mother, Yolanda." Lily gasped aloud. "Impossible," she whispered. "This has to be a mistake." Devon walked in just in time to see her pale, gripping the edge of her desk. "Lily, you okay?" She looked up at him, unable to find the words. Instead, she handed him the letter with shaking fingers. Devon read it twice, his expression darkening with confusion and disbelief. "That's not possible. Our mom's dead." "So we were told," Lily said, voice quivering. "But Devon, the handwriting. It's familiar. And the signature." Devon's mind went into overdrive. He was the calm one, the grounded one. But this defied logic. Yolanda Hamilton had died years ago. Or had she? Later that evening, the siblings sat across from each other at Crimson Lights, the letter spread out between them like a ghost made tangible. Every sip of coffee did little to warm the chill that had wrapped around Lily's heart. "Maybe it's someone playing a sick joke," Devon offered, though he didn't sound convinced. "Then how did they know the nickname she used for me?" "No one knew that except her and Dad." "And Dad's," she stopped herself. "Another name lost to time." Devon rubbed his forehead. "Why now? Why come back after all this time?" As if in answer, Lily's phone buzzed. A text. No number. No name. "Come to 413 Baxter Street. Midnight. Come alone." Lily showed Devon the message. He stared at it for a long beat before nodding. "We're going. Together." By midnight, the quiet alley behind 413 Baxter Street was soaked in fog. Lily and Devon stepped cautiously toward the rusted door of the abandoned building, their footsteps echoing like anxious heartbeats. Devon reached out and knocked. A moment later, the door creaked open. A woman stood there, cloaked in shadows, the hood of her coat pulled low. She stepped forward slowly, revealing high cheekbones, eyes filled with tears, and a voice, soft, familiar, impossible. "Lily, Devon." Lily's breath caught. No, it can't be." The woman reached out, trembling. It's me, baby girl. It's your mother. Devon stood frozen, eyes narrowed in disbelief. Our mother died in a car crash when I was a teenager. You're not her. I didn't die, the woman said, voice cracking. They told you that because I needed to disappear. For your safety, for mine. Lily stepped back, her mind spinning. Disappear, what are you talking about? The woman hesitated, then pulled back her hood fully. Even in the dim light, there was no mistaking the shape of her face. It was older, lined with time, but undeniably her. I was involved with people who were dangerous, Yolanda whispered. I was in too deep. Drugs, debts, men who made promises they didn't keep. When I got clean, they wouldn't let me go. I faked my death. I ran. And I've been watching you from afar ever since. Devon's voice was like steel. That's supposed to make it better. You left us to think you were dead. Do you know what that did to us? Yolanda flinched as if slapped. I know, and I hated myself every day. But I couldn't come back. Not until they were gone. And now, they are. Lily stepped forward slowly, tears brimming in her eyes. If this is really you, why now? Why come back now? Yolanda reached into her coat and pulled out a locket. She handed it to Lily. Inside was a tiny photo, Lily as a baby, cradled in her mother's arms. Lily stared at it, silent. Devon remained quiet for a long time before finally asking the question he had buried deep for years. Why didn't you take us with you? I wanted to, Yolanda said, tears streaking her face. But I was broke, sick, I couldn't keep you safe. Neil and Drew gave you both everything I couldn't. I watched you thrive, I stayed away to protect you. But I never stopped loving you. Not for 1 second. Lily looked at Devon, her heart torn between rage and longing. She could see the pain in his eyes too, mirrored like hers. Where have you been all these years? Devon asked. New Orleans, working at a shelter under a different name. When the last man who was after me finally died last year, I knew I had to find you. It just took time. There was silence. The air was heavy with the weight of 2 decades. Devon, Lily whispered. He looked at her, then at Yolanda. I don't know what to think. Part of me wants to walk away. The other part, he shook his head. I don't know. I don't expect forgiveness, Yolanda said. Just a chance to tell the truth. Back at the Chancellor Winter's penthouse, the conversation was subdued. Yolanda sat across from her children, explaining the life she'd lived in hiding. The loneliness, the guilt, the sacrifices. Some of it sounded noble. Some of it didn't. For every answer she gave, another question arose. Does Nate know? Lily asked. No, Yolanda said. No one does. Not even my sponsor. Are you still clean? Devon asked bluntly. Yolanda nodded. 21 years. It was something. Not everything, but something. The next day, Lily found herself standing at her father's grave. Neil Winters had been her rock. Her moral compass. What would he say now, knowing Yolanda was alive? Dad, she whispered, tears rolling down her cheeks. She's back. I don't know what to do. Behind her, Devon appeared. He said nothing, just stood beside her. Finally, he spoke. I don't trust her. Not yet. Maybe not ever. But I believe she's telling the truth. Lily nodded. I do too. Weeks passed. Genoa City buzzed with the revelation. Jill demanded answers. Nate was stunned. Even Victor Newman raised an eyebrow at the news that Yolanda was back in town. But for Lily and Devon, the journey was only beginning. Rebuilding trust wasn't easy. Years of abandonment couldn't be erased with a locket or an apology. Yet, there were moments, small, fragile ones, when the warmth returned. Shared memories, old songs, stories only their mother could know. It would take time, but for the first time in a long time, Lily and Devon had a chance to find something they never thought they'd feel again. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.